All right. Hello, everybody. I'm just gonna jump right in. Uh, I have a cold, so that's why I sound a little bit stuffy. I don't even know if it's a cold. It might just be allergies, to be real. Uh, but let's just start. Okay. So this is not the message, but the full came out. That's not the main message, though, is what I'm being told. To wait for the one that falls. So that's what I'll do. But that this is part of the message. So I had a feeling it was going to be about new beginnings because of the energy that I had gotten in my own reading today. I actually have been using just oracles for myself, and the two that I got were, I think it said, literally new heights and new. Dang, what was the other word? It was both new, and it was new moons or new heights. I know the first one was new heights, and the other one was new something as well. But underneath that was really like burning away the stuff that's been. I think that's why the card is taking so long, because I have to finish what I'm saying. The card underneath was really about the final burning away of like the things that were or are still connected to the old life that's trying to fall off. And it's basically like using the violet flame or just visualizing flame being what takes over the essence of the past life to be reborn into a new, is basically how it looked. But I'm pretty sure it was new heights and new. I almost want to read it. Hold on. I'm going to read it. 222 on my timer. Yeah, I'm going to pause it and read it. Give me 1 second. Yeah, so it said new heights and new worlds. I don't know why my brain was blocking that out, but new worlds. So it was literally like a bird. It was like a pigeon, actually. A bird, so like a messenger bird. And it was flying. It's flying, and it's flying up to the top of it looks like a mountain and a house up there, like a beautiful home. Very quaint, quiet cottage sort of looking, place. And then underneath was that card of burning away. Here's the message: burning away that, like I said before, the old pieces that are still like debris. And that's probably why this is showing up here. 5 of Pentacles underneath. I'm actually going to put that under the Fool. And then the 2 cards, they're in reverse as I'm holding them. I'm actually going to take them that way too. 2 of Cups and the Tower. I normally don't really like doing reversals, but we're going to. Because I feel like with this specifically, again, it's like I'm trying to let the visual build in my mind. It's like I'm seeing the 2 cups that are in the 2 of Cups really being poured out. But I'm getting like that since the Tower is behind it, like something about that action of these 2 beings pouring out the water from this thing is what's causing the Tower moment. And with this Fool as the side message, it feels like Source is trying to make us understand an alternate path. So let's get some more. I'm going to use some tea leaves today. I've had a weird feeling I would see this one. Rabbit flipped over, and I caught it. What's underneath? The wall. Misunderstanding. Okay. It says rabbit, too much concern with sexual matters. Okay. That makes a lot of sense with the 2 of Cups and the Tower together. and especially with the like the Five of Pentacles underneath these two people. They're like not looking at each other. One's looking up, one's looking down in a way. So it's like this could very well be about an important connection. Um, when speaking about the collective here, it's like the most important connections, like say your spouse, your best friend, kind of that. This feels more like a romantic sort of connection with the Two of Cups. Like it could be a very much be that like higher uh, connection, but there's something clouding it on top of it. So we have kite. Maybe you guys just need to take a little break, a little vacation together, and break away from things to get more perspective. I'm going to pull a couple. We got woman, dealing or relationship with a woman. Valley, deep personal strength and peace that assure success. And eagle, triumph over troubles. Okay. So it looks like, so it feels like this misunderstanding could be tied to some other people, like maybe there was other players, people in general that were interfering or like looking in on this connection and causing some misunderstandings to build, causing like separation or uh, a parting. With this wall, I see like the one side looks like it's like like a steep snow hill, and the other side looks like a green, green or brown, like almost desert-esque in it a little bit, but there's some green there. So it's like two different, very different points of view, if depending on which side of the wall you're on, and it feels like someone was causing this divide. Uh, and now it feels like this feels like it's like building some sort of just so I can have an understanding of what the story behind this Tower moment, Two of Cups situation is. Because it says Valley, deep personal strength and peace that assure success. So it feels like this wall was put up, and almost like I'm seeing someone like peeking over the wall and like throwing stones, little stones, not enough that you can really see it or even know it's happening, but it's hitting and it's annoying. But with this eagle, um, it's really getting a vantage point that's able to see above that, and it's getting some sort of, and it feels like that is part of what is bringing us to this full moment in the connection, and why Source wanted us to understand that that wasn't the main message. This was the connection, and its current standing is the main message, but that there is an opportunity for, with the Fool, a new beginning, because it seems like this connection is very much important, and we'll find out more. But it feels like just things, especially with that rabbit, it says that the concerns were of sexual matters, so it feels like and like I said, the Five of Cups, it's like the two people weren't really seeing eye to eye. Bo, you were highly thought of. Underneath it says dog far away. A distant friend is thinking of you. So whoever this person is, this high voltage or high scale connection, it feels like they're coming through to really, really strongly here, and want us to know how much they think about you and how highly they do. Okay, let's see. We got the wall slid very slowly down and revealed the V card. Blah blah blah. V, victory in some endeavor. So again, it's about like seeing above that, like seeing from a new vantage point. You might be getting news of like, or this could be the push to really take a vacation with this person and to get away from all this stuff, at least for now. Like, it feels like one of those, like, not lay low, like, in a bad way, but, like, lay low, like, get away from this sort of energy if you can, because it feels like it's something that can be dodged, especially with the way that it's, like, Two of Cups and the Tower upside in reverse. So it's like showing up that this Tower moment can be avoided, right? If you go on a new adventure or vacation, something that's going to take your literally take your energy away from the situation and move it somewhere else to experience nothing but joy and pleasure and receiving and also releasing, because vacations is like a spiritual dump. You can just dump all your cares and worries into that vacation and let the vacation take it. So we got, okay, the bow, you're highly thought of, and then this string of tea leaves I wanted to come out. Bear, danger, especially in money matters. Scales, keep your life in balance. January, handshake, dogs, getting together with friends, and horse, short journey. Okay. Where did I pick up? So with this message, this feels like this could be part of what I'm gonna get more on this actually to clarify. But this feels like it's either part of the no, it feels like there's a something that you're going to be invited to, or already have been invited to, that you should definitely go to, because there's going to be a meeting of minds, is what I'm getting at this event. This that will uh, that will actually boost your money situation and get it more in balance, is what I'm seeing here. And it seems like a quick, especially with the short journey here, it seems like a quick turnaround. 9/11, as I look up at the time here, and with the January card, it feels like it's a quick turnaround. Like when you meet the person, whoever this important person is that you're meeting, it feels like with this friend, like you're getting invited to something through a friend, and through that event, you are meeting someone else, and that is going to be an important and beneficial meeting, that the two of you, and they'll have a lot of good with this highly thought of. It feels like it's going to leave an impression that will last to bring you into something later on, because with this January card, it feels like it's going to be again a meeting of minds that sparks something within this person, this important person, and that feels like I'm getting the words buttons up, 1333 on the timer as I look up, buttons up the whole money situation again that's been going on in your current life. So I'm sure that will make sense for you perfectly, because that feels very specific. But it's like, from what I'm seeing, it's like we're getting a vantage point to see above some sort of situation from this first feminine energy, and it doesn't have to be a woman. It says woman, but it's feminine in a negative way, and it's what's causing the misunderstanding. Again, to bring it full circle, it was like someone being at the middle of this wall and throwing little stones on either side and then ducking away and hiding, is what the visual that I'm getting. So it's like, and then the Ace of Cups wanted to come out as I was saying that. So it's like it was causing the misunderstandings between this connection that's rectify is the first word that came to mind when I looked at the Tower card again in reverse. This one wanted to come out as well in the back, which is the Seven of Wands. So So Ace of Cups, Seven of Wands, Ten of Cups underneath. It feels like Source is helping by showcasing this vantage point. It feels like you've been getting a lot of signs because personally, the rabbit and the eagle for myself are important signs because I actually just recently saw the both of these creatures in uh, like in the same day. So it was like three times of the eagle in the same day, and then I saw the exact same rabbit when I walked in the morning and in the night in the same day. So it was like a lot of symbolism is what I'm getting pointed to in that message there. You're getting a lot of symbolism, and there's something about that specifically for you. Like, not necessarily that the rabbit or the eagle have to be the symbol. They might be, especially moving forward now that you've got that message just now. But it's just talking about symbolism in general. Like, if you've noticed those things, like, that's bizarre, that happening. Yeah, I'm gonna get some more. Nine of Wands, Eight of Cups, and the King of Swords wanted to come out together, and then one more. The Fool again is what we're ending on. This is another. I have two Rider Waits, so we have this like shiny material one. You're coming to a big ending, a cycle. Like this one was I was talking about before, right? Because I saw that when I like picked it up to show you the back, all of these revealed, so they're important. Ten of Swords, the Devil. It's closing out a huge cycle in this connection of poverty mindset. That doesn't have to necessarily be money specifically, but it's part of it most likely in general. It's about really closing out that cycle and placing the message that's coming through is placing energy into things that you might have uh, had before, like the ideas that you might have had before. Maybe I'm getting the visual of a journal. So if you've kept like writings of your ideas, it's the green light. Oh my gosh, I've been talking about this for the past, I don't even know, but the red light, green light. We were at the red light for a while, and it feels like with these two fools, it's the green light. It is the green light, and it's saying, sources telling me that what is to be had now is to revisit the things that we once walked away from, because those are actually, especially while you were in this connection, that's being rebalanced, because again there was a misunderstanding. This like throwing stones visual keeps coming up, like someone peeking over the wall, throwing a stone on one side or the other side, and then ducking down and hiding. So if that visual makes sense, that cycle's ending and a new cycle's starting, and it's saying to jump for it and also to revisit the things that were being formulated before, because it's go time. Like the ideas were meant to happen then so that they could be planted. Those were the seeds, and it wasn't meant to be acted on then. But the fact that you took the time to just sit with them, to rest with them, to allow whatever this was to unfold and rebalance. Now we're coming to this place where Source is saying it's go time, full, double full here, to finally go on these things. Like, it feels like something very important just is on the horizon. Like, this is exciting. Bring it a drink. This is very exciting. Okay. With the message that came through with this stuff that just came out, Ace of Cups, Seven of Wands, right? Seven? Yeah. And then it feels like Nine of Wands, Eight of Cups, the King of Swords, the Fool. Fool. It feels like, again, really about that revisiting energy. It's really about like the fact that you've had this time to kind of sift through what makes actual sense. What, because I'm seeing noodles at a wall with this card. I wrote that up top as a side note. Um, and it's like uh, noodles, throwing noodles at the wall is like having that, just doing a bunch of different things and seeing what works by taking the chances. And it's like during this time, this time that we've been building those things, you've been throwing noodles at a wall, just trying stuff. And this time has been allowing for the releasing of what wasn't gonna work or go forward. This card wanted to go with this card, the handshake. So it's leading you directly to, like, he's walking directly into a handshake with some important person that's going to uh, open up a new chapter, the new chapter that you've been waiting for. And it actually feels like it's going to come through a source that's very closely connected to you with this friend, the dog's card, getting together with friends. Someone who has a high standing, like people seek them. With this landing on top of it, the King of Swords, it also feels like with that succession, it's like the offer is being accepted because of the wisdom that was gathered um, throughout this time, with the way that I'm seeing it. So it's like that's why this double fool is coming up at the end here with the tarot cards. It's like that's why this chapter is opening up as well. Like there's several messages. The person that's being drawn in from the lessons that were learned and the progression that's happening here, the releasing, the opening up to receive, to understanding that desire is actually worth bringing in, because it's not just visualizing it is not meant to torment us. It's actually because at in some point of time there that thing is existing. So it's like just you clearly working on the vision, bringing it down into reality is allowing you to sift through the stuff that doesn't actually build toward that thing, and in a realistic way, especially with everything that's coming through. It's like being very practical, and this energy that showed up, this feminine energy, this negative feminine energy, um, it was like interfering, like throwing stones over the wall. And now we've got that vantage point, the triumph over the obstacle. We saw the thing that was happening. We saw it, and now like the whole thing around that is crumbling, which is great. That means that's why this is coming back into balance. Final message from the oracle here. Whoa, that was some chaotic stuff. It like flipped and flipped. I don't know if it caught it there. The labyrinth again. So I was literally thinking about that in this card here when I picked it up, because this is like a labyrinth in the back, maze or a labyrinth, but with the labyrinth coming through specifically, it's showing up as the labyrinth, which is what came into my brain. Where in your life are you encountering obstacles? What strategy can help you find the way through? So this is why it's about that last debris that I had mentioned in the beginning, why this message is showing up. And that is going to be this answer right here. Because it's pointing us to the treasure, right? We have the Ten of Cups to keep bringing in that vision, because that is the treasure. It says, what inner reward have you gained from a recent challenge? How can you honor this growth? That is leading us further and further to the treasure that we've already seen, that we're like on the verge of jumping into that path with this double fool. It's like, imagine you're on your divine path, your golden path of life. That's what this is saying. This is like you're finally hold that thread and you're walking on it, and it's leading you to this treasure. But it's calling to attention to that lesson that was learned through observing and noticing what that negative feminine energy was doing to this connection, the stone throwing, because labyrinths, as I always say, are meant to be very easy to see. They're not supposed to be like mazes where you get lost. It's supposed to be a very like tranquil walk of releasing what doesn't need to be, so you get an understanding of like an aha moment at the end of when you get to the center, which again, the aha moment, that's what's coming in with all of this. It's going to make sense. The card that we, the other card that we got that flipped, it was upside down, was the mirror's answer. What truth about yourself have you finally accepted? How has this shaped you? Mm. So the labyrinth was taking us to the center of ourselves. That is a super powerful message to end on, especially with this double full. Like, this is the golden path. Anybody who shows up to this message, I congratulate you and I'm excited for you, because you're on the path and things are getting balanced out as long as you keep um, your vantage point where it's been. I mean, I don't even have to. I feel like I don't even have to say that. Like, not to. It's not supposed to be insulting. It's actually saying it's this message is only meant to help uh, point out that there's still some debris left over from that, which actually makes sense with all the things that I've been seeing with the astrology lately. Is like the final debris, as I mentioned before. So it can kick up some things that are like the final. It's going to be whatever it is. It's truly meant to be that reflection to release any ego based um, thought patterns that are connected to that toxic feminine energy that I'm getting drawn to, that stone thrower. There's something about it that still resides within us, and it's saying that it's like the answer is super easy, so it's not going to be something that's difficult. It's a matter of just slowly taking the path to the center and getting the understanding as you go, because that's important. The understanding of it is important. The slow understanding of it, the gaining of the wisdom is important. The journey into the center is important. So I hope that helps, and I shall see you in the next one.